Hey guys, happy Sunday to you. It is Sonia with Jug Monkey Paint Company. Hopefully, you saw my note that I will be in the group at noon today. So, anytime you're looking for messages from me, always go to the community group. I am here every single day, but sometimes we might change our times if we have to. And yesterday, we had a book chat and we were kind of talking about times. And I asked you guys to share with me times that would work well for you for us to meet up. And so, I will announce some new times that we're going to do for this group. And today, we're going to talk about a subject of dun, 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 are you afraid to sell? Are you scared to tell people what you have for sale? For so many reasons. If this is you, or even like how selling, how does it make you feel? As I'm getting ready to kick off this conversation today, tell me how selling makes you feel. Are you scared? Are you nervous of it, putting yourself out there? Has it been easy for you? Do you feel like you just need more confidence? Tell me how you feel. And let me ask you this question. Do you have something for sale right now? And do you regularly tell people about it? Hello, Catherine. How are you? Happy Sunday to you. Oh, it's beautiful here in Pennsylvania. After this chit chat, I think I am going to hit the road, probably film a vlog and go out and see a new part of this beautiful earth that I have never been to before. I love taking road trips. So what are you guys up to today? Do tell me as you pop on. Is it a lazy day? Are you being a Garfield today? Just, hanging out. And yesterday I watched some good movies. I just love the weekend. Work hard. And then, you get to play and relax later, right? I always say that there's balance, right? Work hard, show up. And then when it's your time, pace yourself. Because for me, the weekends are like, woohoo. All right, it is time to refuel and fill the happy bucket. So I think what we're going to do with time for like when the time we're going to have this group based on the feedback yesterday. And like I said, you can change anything as you go along in time. Kim says it's beautiful in Cincinnati. Oh my gosh. I bet it is over there. Oh, I wonder if a lot of the country is seeing sunshine today. Catherine says, going to attempt to make a video. That's what scares me. Good for you. But you know what? You're not letting it scare you because you're going to do something, right? So just to let you guys know before I go any further that on the weekends, I'm going to move our 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time morning chats to noon time because you guys said that you would like that. So let's on the weekends meet up at noon. So make sure everybody knows noon time for going forward on Saturdays and Sundays. Saturdays is always our book club chat. Plus it'll give you time in the morning to read and catch up before you tune in and stay on track with reading some great books with us this year ahead. And Sunday, like today, noon as well. Chris, how are you, my friend? So yes, noon on Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays and Sundays. And then during the week, let's go ahead and move it. How's everybody feeling with the time change out there this morning? Let's move it from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? So 9 in the mornings during the weekdays and noon on the weekends. How does that sound? And thank you for being here, whether you're here live or on replay or anything like that. Nothing says like getting up on a Sunday morning and having some coffee and some bacon. Hey, Lisa Ann, how are you down in beautiful Florida? Sunny, I bet you, Florida. We got sun up here today, so it's all good. I think your temperature today is supposed to be around maybe around 60 degrees. Man, tell you. It's climbing. That's good. So today I thought I would chit chat with you. I especially like to talk about stuff like this on the weekend, like for example, on a Sunday, as you're getting ready to start that fresh week, as I say, turning over a fresh page. It's like a fresh chapter. All right. And regardless of whatever went on behind you, when you wake up tomorrow and, all of the just the mainstream of the world, right? The traditional work week goes Monday through Friday. And so you show up in your business to work Monday through Friday. If that's something that you do. For me, definitely a Monday feels like a fresh start, just the way that I work. So think to yourself, all the time leading up to right now, do you have something for sale? Have you figured out at this point, March the 8th of 2020? And if you start at this group, January the 1st of 2020, and you still haven't figured out what it is that you sell by March the 8th of 2020, I'm telling you, do you see how fast time has gone by? So don't let this be another year where you just, you go through the year rather than doing, you're just thinking. It is progress over perfection. Just get started. You can adjust things later, right? But get started and start figuring out what that is so that you can start making money. Now, when it comes to business, we got to get over the fear and just know what business is, right? So when you say you're going to go in business and that you have a business, that you do know what the definition of business is, right? The talk of money, that can be scary. Go back and watch yesterday's book chat where we talked about beliefs that we have that really, that you can either think negative of having money or you can think positive. Yesterday was a great book chat. You guys sent in lots of feedback that you love that. And it just talks about mindset, right? And how you think about things, and that propels you forward. But business, if you're in business, this is what the definition of business is. It's the, activity of making one's living or making money by producing or buying or selling products such as goods and services. Simply put, it is any activity or enterprise entered into for profit, right? So this is where we go from, do you have a hobby or do you have a business? Are you making money from your business? And if you want to move your hobby into the business world, then you can see it's that for-profit piece. Right now you're doing something, you're serving other people with a product, a service, a solution that you have for them. And now in return, there's an exchange, there's a transaction happening, right? And whether it's virtual or whether it's physical, they're giving you money, you're giving them something. That's the transaction, right? That is the business world, and that's how it happens. And so you have to ask yourself that, do I want a business? Am I set up to have a business? One of the things you're going to have to get over is the fact that you are going to have to ask for a sale, right? You're going to have to tell people what you have for sale. So that's why I say, and I wanted to talk about that a little bit today and call this chat, Are You Selling? So let me ask you, are you selling? Maybe you figured out what you want to sell, but you have not been selling. All right. So tell me if that is you, and tell me if you need to get stronger at that. Because we all start from ground zero and we build confidence, which I think is probably the biggest thing that when it comes to selling and putting yourself out there, that we all need to have. So I wrote down some of the things as to why I think that we're probably nervous of selling, and you tell me if this is a yes for you, yes in general, or if you want to add to this. But I think that a lot of times we are afraid to tell people what we have for sale because we are afraid of being rejected. Would you say a yes to that? We're doubtful if people are going to like what we're doing, if they're going to believe in us, if they're going to be doubtful of what we have. We're just afraid that when we put our stuff out there, especially if you're creative, it kind of gets a little bit worse because you are the person that produced it. And whether they like it or not, you can really take that personal because you were the one that brought it into the world, right? Or especially if it's like artistic, that sort of way. But just in general, putting yourself out there, are you afraid that somebody is going to say no? Are you afraid that somebody is going to say no? Jan says, hey friends, this time change has messed me up. I know, right? I know. I went to bed late last night and I kept looking at my phone, and I said to Matt, I'm like, this is going to automatically change over, right? We don't have to do anything here on this phone. And he's like, nope, I think it's around 2:00, right? It does the switch for you. But I'm just thinking to myself, oh my gosh, here I am, like I'm up now at midnight, which is automatically going to be like 1:00 in the morning. It is, right? But I love this time change because I love the long evenings. I love warmth, long evenings, painting outside. So that's why I love it. Catherine says, I overwhelm myself with trying to create too many things. Yes, I will commit to just painting furniture and selling on eBay simpler. So the whole theme of what I teach you guys in here should be to really just simplify it. You don't need 1,000,001 things. In fact, it's hard when you have 1,000,001 things. Think about the most simplest place that you go to. Using the example of somebody like maybe a Five Guys and Fries or a Chipotle or a place like that where it's just a really, even like Taco Bell, right? You're buying a bunch of things on the menu, but it's all made with the same ingredients, right? So it's very easy to put, oh, all right, meat on fries, all right, meat on tacos, right? You already have the ingredients, right? So your menu is made up of very basic things. When you go into like somewhere like a Chipotle, I was there this week, you pick your meat, you pick your toppings, you move along, right? So if you ever notice restaurants that come out of the gate and they have these big, how do you feel when you go there and you open these big laminated menus and they just like roll open and you're like, holy moly, yeah, we're going to need more time to think about this, right? What do we want? That can get quite costly for a restaurant that has to maintain all that stuff, right? And that's why a lot of places will simplify it. They'll make it simple. Remember, when you simplify, there's riches in the niches. All right, just get good at something that you want to be known for. You can't be known for everything, right? So thinking that you're helping people out by having everything is probably a disservice to your business. Think about, what do you want to be known for, and how can you help people within that area, right, of that expertise? When you do everything, I mean, look at, like, if you went to work for somebody and they said, we want you to do every job that we have here. Are you going to be good at all the jobs? No. That's why they give you usually a specialized job, right? Like, you are the benefits coordinator, right? You're going to be really good at knowing benefits and helping people with, like, getting signed up and deductibles and all those things, right? You're going to be the reservations clerk. Okay, you're going to know how to work the system. All right. So yeah, you're going to be really good at that. But the moment that you have to switch to you're now the event coordinator, you're not going to know anything, right? So in your business, if you want to be in the know, keep it very, very simple. Don't overwhelm yourself. So one of the things is that feeling of somebody saying no to you when you're selling and you're putting yourself out there. And so honestly, think about it like this. If this helps you, give me a yes. When you put things out there for sale, right, you have to, it's easy for us to take it really hard if nobody buys from us. But we got to get over that. We have to understand that you are not your business, right? You're in your business. And sometimes it's hard to separate the two because you're really, really close to it. But at the end of the day, you will serve yourself a whole lot better if you learn to separate yourself from your business, knowing that this is not personal. If somebody doesn't buy from me, if somebody doesn't buy this mug today, does not mean that I'm not a good person and that they don't like me, right? We're like thinking about ourselves. Boy, that's really selfish. Think about them. Can they afford that mug today, right? Maybe the no that you're getting today is really for them, just not now. Like, I really want to buy one of your XYZ, but I can't afford it right now, right? Now is not the time. Now the money that I do have, I'm prioritizing it for this, for the pay to bills. And we're over here thinking that, man, nobody wants what I got, when really a no could be a not right now. And when you soften it like that to yourself, you understand that. And if you only ask once, or if you only show your stuff once, well, you're never giving those people the opportunity again. Because what happens is, people will say, I mean, I have learned this in business, that if I have something for sale right now, people will say, I'll catch it on the next time it comes around, right? Show it again and again and get really good. Be in that box, be in that area of specialty that you're doing, and people will know you for it. And then when they're ready to buy, remember how we say people don't wake up every single day wanting to buy, ready to buy, but on the day that they do, who are they going to think of, right? Because you have been there all along, because you know your place, you know your thing, you know it well, and you're still over here. So when they're ready, you're over here having fun. And this is why when you're doing what you love, regardless if you're having sales today, you're still doing what you love. Business is easier when you just show up and you're doing what you love. Let me say it again, because that will rub off on people. People will see that. You cannot fake when you love what you do, right? It exudes from you. I'm sorry. But when you love what you do, people around you pick up that, there's a smile that comes in your face, your voice changes a little bit different. They can tell that you love to show other people what you do and demonstrate for them. When you love what you do, it gets easier to sell, because now you got confidence. You love what you do so much that you're doing it over and over again. And this is one of the things that I wanted to talk about, that how do you gain confidence? How do you gain confidence to sell? Okay. So we know the no could just mean no, not right now. Doesn't mean no forever. Like, I hate your stuff. No, don't be that dramatic. All right. Contain the feelings in your head. Right. Jen says, yes, I call myself a paint and furniture nerd. Right. So if the camera wasn't on you, you would do it anyhow, because you just get an insane joy. Like my husband says, you are a sick individual. Well, I can't help it looking at somebody else's garbage pile. Okay. Because what they think is trash could be my treasure. And laugh about it. Because it is so fun. And you know that there are people out there who get it as well, even though he doesn't get it, right? But that's okay. I think, how do you gain confidence? Definitely comes by doing it over and over again. Do you remember we had a chat in here about even if it comes to gaining confidence and you're doing it over and over again, sometimes you're doing something small where you have access to it to do it over and over again. at your table, you're filming something live and you're able to get mason jars and paint them over and over again, or build a wreath over and over again, right? There could also be services that we're doing here, like, photography services, or going into homes and doing bigger projects. So if you need to gain confidence in what you're doing, do you remember when we had the chat in here about, when to do things for free? When you first start off, that could be a great example. I did things at a lower discount when I first started getting into, for example, cabinet painting, because I explained to them that I was now beginning to offer this service, and I was looking for kitchens to redo, and that, what I was going to be using their kitchens for. And that's why I say, if you need to build testimonials, if you need to have, people who will refer you, maybe what you need to do in the very beginnings is utilize that as a strategy and explain to your people that this is not going to continue. You're doing something special for them, and it's a two-way street, and you guys are both getting something from it. Don't keep doing that forever. Otherwise, that's a bad thing to do, right? But do your first 4 or 5 of, at a discount, so that, you're not in the hole. Or even if it's for a friend, you can do things for free for a friend. You need your kitchen painted, I'll do it for free for you. Yes, you bake me a pizza, right? You know what I mean? Come chit chat with me around the table while I'm doing it. So, for a friend, you can do stuff for free. Listen, you're your own business owner. You can do whatever the heck you want to do. All right. Don't let anybody ever tell you that you can't do whatever you want to do, because no police is ever going to come after you like the business police in terms of you made a bad decision. You did that for free for them? Are you kidding me? You got to do what's best for you. And we all have different people in our lives that maybe we want to do something for free for them because they do all kinds of stuff for us. But at the end of the day, it's a way for you to get testimonials. It's a way for you to do something over and over again, so you gain confidence. How do you gain confidence riding a bike? You get on the bike daily, and when you fall, you get back up. If you feel like you're going sideways, you learn to adjust. And then, what happens when you have the testimonials, when you have the pictures, when you've done it, you just say, yeah, I can do this again for you. So selling gets so much easier because you can say, I did it before and I can do it again for you, right? Whatever it is that you have, whether it's a service or an actual product. But I truly believe that confidence comes from doing it over and over again. Just like the hockey player, right? Even when it's off season, what's he still doing? He's still practicing, right? He's still, shooting the puck, or whatever sport that it is in. So summertime, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen here in summertime. The warm weather is going to come, and a lot of people will stop their businesses. And you have to ask yourself, are you in a season of growth? Are you in a season of establishing? Depending where we all are, some of us might be able to do that. Some of us might not be able to do that. And also you have to ask yourself what you want for your business. But what will happen this summer is a lot of people will stop showing up for their business. It just happens. It's just the season of warmth and sunshine and beach and, kids out of school, and we let it all go. And then we pick it back up again in like September, October for the Christmas rush. And then all that growth in the summer we've missed, we got kind of dusty. So even if you do tailor back your hours over the summer, show up here and there, right? Keep your tools well oiled. You know what I mean? Keep doing it so you don't have to start again. You lose all the momentum on your Facebook page. You will just stop showing up, right? There will be people in here that you see right now that I'm just going to tell you that you will not see them this summer, because that is just the way it goes. So you just have to decide for yourself, how much are you going to show up in your business? Because if you want that confidence, then don't just disappear, right? Keep letting people know that, yes, you're on top of it, right? Yes, I cut hair, but not only 3 months a year, I do it year round, so that people feel confident coming to you and knowing that you're on top of things, that you're the expert, right? So Catherine says, I get sidetracked with my garden. So you just have to decide for yourself, do you want to work at it full time? Do you want to work at it part time? Because we have to remember that everybody wants to earn different amounts. Everybody has different goals. Everybody calls success different things, right? That's why I say you have to do what's good for you. But just because somebody else is doing something, they might not be at the same chapter as you, right? They might be able to take that time off right now because they've really established an audience. So if you are in the growth, if you're climbing the mountain, okay, don't let yourself roll back down. All that momentum that you did, even if you just take one step a day. Do you see what I'm saying? You're still moving forward. You're not going backwards, and you're not staying where you are. Because one of the things that happens when you're selling to people is that you show up and you're creating an audience. You have to have an audience to be able to sell to, right? And this is why, getting into things like bringing people to your page because of free stuff and all those things can be definitely used, but you don't want to overuse them so that you have basically fake followers on your page. You have people who really don't care what you got. They don't care about you. They just showed up here for the chance to win an RV. Okay. So when you are building your page, just be mindful of those things. You want to build even slow, slow, what it says, slow and steady wins the race, right? You want to grow organically, because having 10 solid people who love you versus 10,000 people who really don't care when you open up your mouth, those are two different things, right? This is more powerful than this. You get what I'm saying? So building an audience that loves you and doing it organically, meaning that I'm just being me. And if you're here and if you're liking my page and you're following my page, that means that you see something in me, right? And that you want to hang around me and that you're supporting me by watching this video right now. You guys think about it with whatever you're putting out on your live videos right now, or whatever you're putting on your page when somebody engages with you. If you build your audience, it's going to make it easier to sell to them. So sometimes we sell before we've had a chance to build a relationship with people, right? So it's a two-way street. Think about it like the neighbor next door who, are you always asking for something from them before you've actually helped them out or built a relationship with them? Because what are they going to think? Wow, those neighbors always want something, right? Think about it like that. The person that always wants something from you. Are you always asking for a sale, but you haven't given that value part that we have talked so much about in here in this group, showing up and giving them value, helping them so that when you do say, hey, help a girl out, help a friend out, buy my t-shirt, buy my mug, buy my painted piece, buy my wreath, buy my cupcakes, whatever that you have to do, hire me for a service, then they're going to say, I have seen this person show up every single day. I know what they stand for, and I'm going to support them. So show up, show people who you are. It's going to make it easier for people to support you. And even though they say no right now, it just might be, even though they say no, it just might be a no right now, but it could be a yes down the road, right? So building your audience is important in those relationships. Have you asked your audience, what would you guys like to see from me? What would you like to see from me? What can I do for you? Because when you do sell something, then you have something that you've already asked. Are you trying to sell something to your audience that they really don't want, right? If you're talking to them, then you have the ability to learn what it is that they're asking you for, what they would like to see come again from you, or more, do more of that. Oh my gosh, bring that back, whatever it is. If you listen to them, that's a sure way of knowing that I've got my audience built here. I'm building relationships. It's a two-way street. I have been showing up continuously, helping them, giving them value. It's okay for me to talk about what I have for sale because, going back to the beginning, the definition of what a business is, it's for profit. If you don't ask for a sale, if you don't ask for a sale, could your business go out of business today? If you don't get the support that you need to maintain all the tools, all the supplies, everything that you do to keep your business doors open, if you don't ask for a sale, right? And remember that quote I said in here one day, if you're not even marketing today, are you really even in business, right? Every business has to market itself. So did you market yourself today, or will you? When was the last time that you did? But if you're not asking people for a sale, for what you have for sale, are you risking behind the scenes going, when people would love to support you, and what do you got for sale? Yeah, we'll support you, but you're so afraid that, you might not be in business next month or 3 months down the road. And then all the good things that you can do in business for other people, for a team that you can bring on to surround you, for things that you can go on to donate to charities and to help in the community, all the things that you can do to help other people. You guys are doing things right now. You're supporting other groups in the community. You're showing up with your expertise, with your supplies, and you're doing that. If you don't get out of your own head and ask for a sale and ask for people to support you, how are you going to continue to support those beautiful initiatives that you want to support, right? Don't ever hurt yourself and your family. Always make sure you're taking care of your family. You never want to do that. You're going in business to be able to further to better your life, better your quality of life for your family. And it's not gonna feel good. Okay. It's going to feel very, very stressful if you're draining all your personal funds, right? That you're working hard for, that your spouse, your partner is so working hard for to bring in. And all we're doing is we're spending it in craft supplies. And the part that we're missing is asking people if they will support us and buy this whatever that we just made and showed them how to make. Because then you can, you can double your profit, you can triple your profit, and then you know what? Everybody in your house is gonna be like, wow, holy smokes! You took that $5 and you turned it into 50. Are you kidding me? And that's how I started my business, because I had no money, finding things for free or $5. Okay. And a lot of stuff I had to fix up, or if I got something that was in great shape, beautiful, because that $5 that I spent, if I spent it or if I got it for free, I could easily flip it. A $5 piece, I could paint that and flip it for $55 and come back with a crisp $50 bill. And that got me really excited, right? That gets your family excited. They will rally around you and support you because they see that mom or dad is really doing good things, right? Yeah, absolutely. That's called, budgeting. Okay, I'm not going to overspend here because I'm doing this for the good of all of us. And what good am I doing if I overspend for that piece of furniture? I would rather walk out of here with nothing versus overspending and then putting ourselves in a pickle this week because we can't afford to pay the bills, okay? Been there, done that. All right, so you have to ask yourself, if I have something for sale and I sold it this week, and I took that example of taking a $5 piece and flipping it and selling it for $55, okay, or $65 to cover, making sure you're covering your supplies, whatever. And you say, I want to get out of it a crisp $50 bill, complete profit. If you did that once a week and you did that 4 weeks in a row, that is an extra $200 a month that you just brought in for yourself. And I don't know about you, but if I could sit there and count out $200 in cash that I could use to, well, you guys have heard me say all kinds of stuff that I bought here with the cash, including the lawnmower and things like that we needed, right? When the grass was like up to our chin, thinking, oh my gosh, or, the lawnmower that came with the house broke and we can't afford to even buy a push mower. The extra few dollars that you can make can pay a bill this month, right? Can it help you have gas in your vehicles? Think about that. Candy says, I had to learn that I was proud to promote myself because what comes easy to you does not come easy to other people. And people will pay you for the talent that you have. People will pay you, but why are they going to pay you? It's because you got an audience and you've shown your audience what you do. So that's why it's a key component to show up every single day in your business, to learn how to work the social media algorithms, right? That's why you're here. All these tips and tricks that I've been teaching you guys since January. Oh my gosh, if you've missed out on all those videos and you've missed out on a lot of growth power for your social media, because that's how my page rocks and rolls, okay? And that's how you get reach. And so when you got great reach going on your pages, you're posting about something else today, but remember the serve, sell that we talked about. The moment when you keep your page in good health and you do ask for that sale of something that you have, you got a healthy page where people are going to see it. So if it's all one way, you're going to deplete your page. Go back and watch those videos to help power yourself up, just like the Super Mario, okay? So that way you're doing good. But you've got to have an audience. You got to have a healthy audience. You got to show up. You got to show people that you're good at what you're doing so that you can make a name for yourself. So if you're all over the map, going back to what we talked about at the beginning, if you're all over the map, and what is Sonia known for? There's a lot of different things that I'm good at. I'm not saying that to brag, but we're all creatives in here and you're all good at different stuff too. You know that, right? You can touch something and be good at this, and you can touch something and be good at that. That is one of the biggest struggles that we have as creatives, is like keeping our blinders on because we like to dabble in a lot of stuff, right? Tell me if that's the truth, if that's you too. That, yeah, I could probably start a business in a couple different things. But pick one that's profitable, pick one that you love, pick one that you can do every single day. Go back and watch the video on all the questions you should ask yourself to know if you're in the right business for yourself. Find that video. I think it was back in January that we did that one. Because that's the stuff that you want to build a business out of, right? You're not going to get tired showing up every single day, even when people don't buy from you that day, because you'll still have the energy because you're loving what you're doing. But you're going to show up every single day. And if you're known for, if you touch all those things that you're known for, all right, and you're trying to put them all into a page where, you have identified the ways that you make money, but yet you're doing this over here because you like it and you're good at it. And you're doing this over here because you like it and you're good at it. And how about this over here? And how about this over here? And you're selling this over here. And then people come to your page and you're like, what is your page about? I don't even know. I don't even know what this is about, right? People typically follow pages that have a very, very tightly focused focus, okay? Just a tight focus. So they can go to a page and they can tell, remember we talked about header photos and profile pictures on the side. They can tell immediately whether or not this page will represent, remember, people think in the terms of WIIFM, what's in it for me? So they don't care about your purses. They don't care about your gardening. They want to follow you because they see, right, that you are a great painter. They want to follow you because you are a great person in the field of XYZ. But how are you going to show that to them if you confuse them by having all the things, right? It needs to have a theme, okay? It needs to have a theme. That's why when you go and you pick a store that you're going to go to, you don't buy groceries at the hardware store, okay? That's why when you buy groceries, you're looking for a store that contains groceries and is geared in that way. So they'll have the things that you need, right? They're going to be able to help you out because they're on top of it. People shop at places, people go to places like a watering well, okay, like a hole where, okay, this is my place that I go because this is what they serve me up. So what the heck are you serving up? That's why, think about restaurants, right? There's how many different flares of restaurants. When you want something really, really good, like say, for example, I don't know, you want Mexican food, or there's some like Indian food or some particular specialization on food that you want, right? And you go, or to an hibachi grill, you go to that place because that place is known for it. That's what they do. They're set up to do that. And you know you're going to have a good time there. They're going to take care of you. They know all the recipes. They know exactly what they're doing because they're confident they do it over and over again. Whereas somebody over here that might be more generalized, that's different, right? So if you want a specific type of food when you're eating out, you're probably going to look for that place that has it. So what place are you? If I had to say to you today, what do people come to you for? Have you figured that part out yet? That's why it's so important. Catherine says, I know I need to be on Facebook more. I'm too sporadic. Yep. So you identified it. You got to do it, right? Work and family take my time. So maybe you need to do a thing where you go, okay, because we all have the same 24 hours in a day. Ask yourself, like, have you ever heard of people who keep logs? Like, this is what I do between this time and this time and this time and this time. And you look back on your day and you go, wow, I spent a lot of time than I actually really thought in front of the TV. Or I spent a lot of time doing here. Or this was a place where I had more time, right? Learning to batch things out on the days. So for example, if you can't show up every single day on your Facebook page, you can schedule a post, right? Find the hole in your week where you do have some time, the day off, and then go ahead and schedule out your post for the week. And then you can show up live a couple times and pop in when you need to. Things like that, right? If you were going to journal and log the hours, just like your mileage in your vehicle, right? You know, log the mileage of what you do in a day and then look back on it and say to yourself, where can I get better? What can I tighten up? What are windows right here? How can I move some stuff around? You know, and just kind of play Jenga with your, with your time. Jan says, yes, we all have seasons in our lives. I'm on hold right now with a house addition and upcoming knee surgery, and I'm frustrated. And that's when you turn to other stuff, right? You just have to think about, well, when you're on the other side, because you got to take care of you got to take care of the family. And sometimes there's stuff you got to do, right? You're an adult. You got to do the responsibilities. In terms of your business, I would definitely keep it going with like scheduled post, repurposing old content, all the work that you've done. Don't let it just go out there once and not show people again, because number one, everybody didn't see it. I guarantee that, because that's just the way the Facebook algorithm works. Number two, there's always new people joining your page. So those times, schedule stuff on your social media. So your social media just doesn't stop. And then for you yourself, now you've got some time to really get a notebook, think about what you want to do when you're on the other side of these things. You can probably still do lives. You're feeling up to it, sitting in your chair and talking with your people and checking in with them. Those sorts of things. And then when you're on the other side of it, you'll probably have a notebook of ideas of, stuff that you can go on to do, right? No, Lisa, that's my camera on the side of my house. It just tells me when people come by. Oh, Catherine says, yeah, she needs to batch on her days off. Yeah. Just think about, what is it that you want to do? And then how can you get there given the season that you're in, or, you'll come out of the gates just ready to go, but make sure you take care of yourself because you don't want to prolong an injury or, prolong something when you really don't need to, right? Sometimes the universe just says, you need to take it easy. And when that happens, you need to take it easy. Just relaxing today, currently eating Swiss cheese and grapes. That sounds good. So don't be afraid to sell for all the reasons that we just talked about in here. And a lot of it comes back to just having confidence. But yeah, don't be greedy. Don't be selfish. Don't keep what you have to the world. Think about places that you love, businesses that you love right now. And if those businesses did not exist, you'd feel like there was a void in your heart, okay? Or if they closed up and went away because, that's where you get the Swiss cheese and the grapes, okay? Because they are the most beautiful, it's the most beautiful place. You love going there. You love everything about it. Or even if it's a place you go online to hang out or, to support online, you could love everything about their virtual store online. Because remember, we could be physical or whether we could be online and be virtual as well. And think about how sad you would be if they never existed. So at some point, somebody in that business had to get over themselves and they had to say, I want to be in business. I'm going to show up for my business. I'm going to get good at something, figure out what my people want. I'm going to build relationships with them. I'm going to show up constantly, right? And show them what I'm good at. Really, really riches in the niches, figure out what it is that I do and why would people want to come with me. And I'm not going to be afraid to ask them after I've given value to them, right? Two-way street to show them what you have for sale. And, this is what you do with your time and your money. And this is the object that you have for sale because everybody in the world knows that for your time and the money that you've put out, when you go to work every single day, when you go to work for somebody else and you're building somebody else's dream, right? You expect to get paid and you have to understand that you are valuable and what you have other people want. Just because it comes easy to you doesn't mean it comes easy to other people. And you have every single right to say, you can buy this mug for $10. All right. There's nothing wrong with that. And just because people say no right now doesn't mean that they won't say no in the future. How do you gain confidence? You do it over and over again. Not a zillion different things. You want to get good at something. All right. So if you want to get good at riding a bike, you're not going to ride a lawnmower. You're going to ride the bike, right? What is it that you want to get good at in your business? Don't self-sabotage yourself jumping on all these other things when you need to jump on the thing that it is that you want to grow. And don't forget to talk about it. So you're okay with talking about a million gazillion different things, but is your business going to be around for the long haul because you haven't figured out and believe in yourself, just like other people believe in you? Remember we talked about yesterday how you don't even see the good that you have sometimes in you, like you're doing stuff and you're like, oh, that's not good. It's not good enough. And somebody's like, that is beautiful. You did a beautiful job. Listen to the compliments you got recently. What is something that somebody told you that you were good at? Could that be something that you could turn into a business? Somebody has told you, and maybe you've heard it over and over again, right? You have something there that you can make a business out of. Let's see here. Jan says she's got list upon list of things to do. She needs to go and repurpose content for sure. Yep, absolutely. All right, my friends. Well, I hope you are having a great Sunday and hopefully you're dealing with the time change okay. Just remember that we're having a time change for our group in here. So on the weekends, we are going to be doing 12 o'clock chats. So hopefully more friends can join us at that time of the day. I know I'm on the East Coast and we have people that are way over on the other side that it's really early for them. So we're going to do noon on Saturday and Sunday on the weekends. So that way we can ease into the day and still have a great chit chat together. And then during the week, Monday through Friday, we'll do it at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So make sure everybody knows. And I will see you guys again tomorrow. Have a great day and do something today that fills your happy bucket. And think about what it is that you have that you've made that maybe you can put it for sale this week and see how it goes. All right. And then maybe we'll talk about more this week and you can tell me how it's going for you guys. So make it an awesome day. Thank you for the love. Lisa Ann says, happy Sunday fun day. Thank you for your time and knowledge. I bet you, my friend. And I will see you guys a little bit later in the morning at 9 a.m. You going to say hello? There's Matt. Thank you. Matt doesn't know it, but we might be going junking and thrifting today.
So much for getting in touch with nature.
Yes, we're really going to road trip it. But hey, if I find a good spot along the way, you know me, we're going to stop, right? But it's Sunday, and so we're going to do a spontaneous drive and just kind of go out and about and explore a new area today. Nice. Thank you, Candy. Lisa says, hello, Sarge. Matt looks excited. Can you tell?
It's just this whole daylight savings time.
Really? Is it hitting you hard?
They just need to end it, you know?
Really?
If
I just want it to be like all the time.
If the government wants to do something makes a difference, get rid of daylight savings time.
Really? See, I don't find it that hard to deal with. I look forward to this. It keeps it interesting, right? All right, you guys take care. Yep, 9 a.m. tomorrow. See ya, Eastern Standard Time. Bye.